All right. Hello, everybody. This is Lee again, and I'm here to just talk about Donald Trump being elected as president. As we all know, he will take the office in 2017 and be in the office for 4 years. Now, how did we get here? We must ask ourselves, and we will know this if we kept up with the media and paid attention during the poll results. So today, what we're going to cover is the electoral votes, which is why he won, who he will have on his political team, Donald Trump's ideas for the future, and us citizens as the United States. So first, let's start with the U.S. poll results. Now, as you see here on the chart and also underneath the poll totals, Hilary Clinton actually won by about 202,000 popular votes. And then Donald Trump came in second place. Then we had Gary Johnson and Jill Smith, which nobody seemed to talk about because their percentages were so low. The top two that were in the media all the time were Hillary and Donald. And it appeared like nobody liked them both, but nobody took the extra opportunity to go and learn more about the Libertarian Party and the other party, which I think is the Greenhouse Party. But as you see here, the second graph, you can see that Hillary was slightly above Donald Trump. Hillary is the orange bar and Donald Trump is the gray bar. And on the graph there, it shows our votes, and it shows Johnson in the blue and Smith in the yellow. So your vote does count. Now we must ask ourselves this question. If our votes count and Hillary had the most votes, why is Donald Trump president? Well, if you go online and look at the United States poll results and you look at the actual United States altogether, you can see that Hillary won the majority of the most populated states. And we have these things called electoral college votes in place so that way, one state doesn't overpower the other. And if you actually look at the map, you'll see that most of the states in our United States of America was red, meaning that they were Trump supporting states, but not by farther than Hillary Clinton, of course. So it just really goes to show that our nation is divided between two different views. And it can be very sad. So now that Trump is victorious and he is going to take the office in 2017, we have a lot of mixed emotions. There are people who are joyful because he is in the office and he plans on not raising taxes on the wealth, and he plans on repealing the Affordable Care Act. These are all fine and dandy, but we just have people from all over the place with different views. If you look here under the mixed emotions, you'll see Stan Van Gundy. He's some sports guy, and he was just disgusted and ashamed of what the United States stands for today. As we know, Donald Trump is now the president, and it just really goes to show our true values and where our morals lie. You had Miss Hilary Clinton, and she just now hopes that he is a successful president for all Americans. And yesterday or the day before yesterday, Barack Obama and Donald Trump, they had a meeting together. And after that meeting, Obama just really wants to give him an opportunity to lead. So we're now in this position where we may not accept it. We may not want to call him Donald Trump our president. We may be angry that he is our elected president because of the rude remarks and comments that he made about the African American community and the Hispanics and the immigrants and the women. However, the sad reality, but the reality is that Donald Trump was elected. He ended up getting like 279 electoral votes, whereas Hillary had 228. So now we must move on. Donald Trump as president. These are one of my favorite quotes not about Donald Trump, but that Donald Trump has been quoted for. It says, without passion, you don't have energy. Without energy, you have nothing. Nothing great in the world has been accomplished without passion. Donald Trump. And you could tell that during the election, he was really passionate, very opinionated, and He stood for the Republican values and visions for this country, and maybe not the people as a whole, but his passion to be a president has got him where he is today. So let's learn about Donald Trump. Donald Trump, he has credentials and he has influences in his life. So he is a Republican, as you can see, the elephant there represents the Republicans. He has president experience. He is the president and chairman of the Trump Organization, a real estate developer. He has a television show, or he had starred on The Apprentice, and he has some very great influences in his life, such as Senator Jeff Sessions and Randolph W. Galanian, who was the mayor of New York City. Now, with this being said, there is a potential chance that he can lead the United States, but we shall see. Now, these are Trump's visions and values for a lot of the topics that take place in our economy today. A lot of these topics are controversial topics, and not too many people agree on them. However, if you look at a link that I will share with you a little later on this video, you can go check out the differences between the Democrat and the Republican Party. And also, if you want to do like additional researches, then you can look up the other parties as well. But based on what I'm about to share with you here, we will cover what the Republicans believe, which is contrary to what the Democrats believe. But okay, so of course, Trump's visions and values. He values increasing spending in the military. That way, the military can be properly equipped and have updated weapons and machines. For abortion, he does not agree with the Roe versus Wade decision, and he really is aiming to make abortion illegal. And part of this is because if you look into the Republicans and you understand who the conservatives are, they are people who like the traditional values that the founders have set place for our state. And gun control, for example, is one of them. They're really strong on the gun laws. Donald Trump is for the Second Amendment. Minimum wages, they don't believe that minimum wage should be raised higher because it can hurt the business, unquote. That was a quote, by the way, on the website that I will share with you later on. Also, civil rights were favored within the Republican Party in like the 1900s. Then we have other topics like the foreign policy, which is yet to be revealed. So what's next? The Ku Klux Klan plans on having a celebration in December. I can't remember the Grand Wizard's name, but I think it's like David. Excuse me, but they're going to have a celebration. They're going to basically celebrate and welcome Donald Trump as president. They already did an endorsement for him, and it's pretty sad to see that Donald Trump has such, what's the word I'm looking for? Such a very controversial party of people surrounding him. But then next, there's immigration. You have border control. He wants to build a wall. And you know what else is sad about that? There was a lot of talk in the magazine today, and one of the comments said that there were a group of guys, and he yelled out to a Latino immigrant saying, "Oh, I wonder how high the wall is going to be built," and then start laughing. So that's another immature example of what has happened since Donald Trump has been elected. Now, as far as taxes, Republicans and Donald Trump believes in a flat tax rate. If you make $100 a month, then you'll get taxed 10%. If you make $100,000 a month, you'll get taxed 10% as well. Healthcare, he wants healthcare to be able to be sold across the borders. So if I live in North Carolina, I won't be limited to the healthcare that's provided in North Carolina. I'll be able to go elsewhere and search for affordable health care and gay rights for the LGBT community. Sadly, Donald Trump isn't for gay rights. He, once again, is all for the traditional values that were set place that represent the Holy Bible for the most part. So stay tuned and look into more of the visions and values by going to the resources that I have provided here. Whether you're for Trump or anti-Trump, we must get involved and do our research, because whether we like it or not, Trump is elected to take office in 2017. So be a good idea if you just educate yourself on what he says he'll do, what he's capable of doing, and then hold him accountable for all of the great things that you, many Americans, saw in him for him to become president. So I just want to take the time to pray. I want to pray that Trump, gets the United States to come together as a united people. I need him to help. I need him to learn to be an effective president and to make America great again for everyone and make the world a little bit more uniform with structure. Lord God, I pray. So these are my works cited. This is my works cited page. These websites just show where you can go and to verify my resources. Now, as an overview, I just want to say that me personally, I voted for Hilary Clinton, and it was upsetting when the poll results favored Donald Trump, only because of the rude remarks that he had made previously to the women out there and the Hispanic community. I watched all three of the presidential debates. And the last one, he was speaking to a Muslim lady, and she asked him, what is he going to do about the immigrants? And Donald Trump's reply was that he simply wants to limit the people that comes in, because not all of them are looking for help. Some of them are coming here with the intentions on bringing harm to the United States people. So I think that Donald Trump now truly has good intentions, but his actions in the past has really haunted the people today. So many people are just immature, and they are taking his comments in the past out of hand by saying things such as, oh, now that Donald Trump is in office, we can go around grabbing women's hoo-haws, vaginas. And that is just really immature of people. So I just want to say that Donald Trump is running as president. He has made some mistakes in the past, and I have seen that he is getting his act together. If you watch his acceptance speech, you will see that he has came a long way, and he is showing signs of really being for you and I, African Americans, immigrants, women, white and black males, foreigners, everyone. He just wants the United States to be great and a lot more organized, and that's what I'm hoping for. The people who surround him or cling to him shouldn't be the ones that set Donald Trump's character. Yeah, we have the KKK endorsing him, or we have like some people out here slandering his name for those sad things that he's done. And just because he's president, it doesn't excuse him for being obnoxious. Not at all. But one thing's for sure, we can learn from this and come together as a country and really work on the areas that need development, whether it is any of the categories underneath the visions and values. So I just pray that we all get together. We understand that women, You're not a sex object. You were made in God's image as well as these guys. And we should all learn to just respect one another and come together in unity. In Jesus' name I pray. That's all. So, once again, I just encourage everyone to go out and read about Donald Trump and see where he wants to lead the country. Because a lot of times we can be unsure because he is unpredictable. But, it's going to take you and I and everyone else the courage to get up and not just let him do as he please. Stay informed. Educate yourself. I'm out.